Quest Academy Festival Patrol completed. We're free.
Thank you for everything.
Hussein? You were looking for someone to raid who also played Trails? I'm having a great time with this game. Which one were you on? Hopefully that was closer to correct. I will save my game. Thank you for asking. And then we continue. I'll never understand why delete save data comes before continue. What if you just accidentally delete your whole save? You're on Trails to Reverie. Ooh. You can say that all the sequels you go through, it's all amazing? Ooh. I'm very much looking forward to where this story is going. I don't know that I like Sharon bonding with the cat. I don't think I trust that. Did I start from Trails in the Sky? No, unfortunately I started with 0. I didn't have a reliable way to stream Sky or any of that series because I didn't want to stream from my computer. I wasn't sure it could handle that. But I'll definitely play the remake when it comes out. The final song fits in perfectly. I'll bet it'll be quite the surprise for our audience too. Show me the concert game. See? What did I tell you? Well, one doesn't typically attend concerts expecting a deception. They'll never see it coming. She said the line. Makes it even better that her English voice actor is in persona. I see no harm in a little unpredictability. After all the festival planning, I think people will appreciate something that wasn't part of the program. Scroll back up. You did do it because you would get the feeling you'd be lost? Yeah, 0 was kind of confusing. Especially all the Ren stuff without knowing anything. Starting from 0 does fill a lot of holes. Yeah, I'm still shocked that it took them so long to officially localize 0 in Azure. I feel like this game would be really confusing if I had not played those games. Now that we've got that settled, it all comes down to how much we can pump up the crowd. Well, we've done just about everything we can do. We'll just have to play our hearts out and let fate decide the rest. This is gonna be so much fun. Oh, Milliam. Is something wrong, Emma? You don't look so hot. Now, Emma, are you broken because you thought about your costume again, or are you broken because you know that evil bird is out there somewhere? You're not starting to feel sick, are you? No, I'm feeling fine. I was just thinking about the latest news I heard about Crossbell. Oh yeah, there's that rumor going around. You're talking about the one involving the International Bank of Crossbell, right? Oh, is that burned to the ground yet? Apparently they've frozen access to all their foreign accounts. Ah, Dieter Croix. Of course. Renchan is your favorite, and waifu-wise would be Claire. Oh, Captain Claire? I don't know who would be my top tier. I have a special place in my heart for Cecile, not gonna lie. On top of that, you've got the bank's CEO, Dieter Croix, serving as one of Crossbell's 2 heads of state, and of course, Risha. He won the mayoral election a few months ago, but even in political office, he stayed on as head of the IBC. I actually met him once in person. Oh, I'm so sorry. Wow, really? Yeah, not on my own though. I was with my mother. The IBC is a long-standing business partner of the Rhineford Company. They acted as an intermediary for the Orbital Network. You'll be lurking here tonight, taking some rest. We'll get a good rest. And yes, Captain Claire, I've liked what we've seen of her so far. Have a good night. Thank you again for the raid. And Arcus projects, actually, but he never seemed like the kind of person who'd do anything this extreme. Oh, Elisa. You don't know the half of it. If the IBC really has frozen the bank's international assets, it's going to cause chaos across the entire continent, not just in Erebonia. Could lead to a depression. Pretty big one, too. Some of my family's assets have been hit by the IBC's freeze as well. I just don't get it. If they push their luck too hard with the Empire or the Republic, there won't be a Crossbell state for much longer. Croyce never does anything extreme? Yeah, never. Yeah. So either they're doing all this accepting that could happen, or they've got something else in mind. With all this going on, are your families really going to be able to make it tomorrow? Got a lot of VIP parents in this class who are supposed to show up, right? Have we learned anything about Crow's family? I don't think we have. That's true. It might be rather difficult for them to make it. Or Emma's parents. We've just heard about her grandmother. Given he's on the board of directors, I was expecting my dad to at least make an appearance, even if he couldn't stay. Yeah, I don't think my sister will have any trouble making it, but I'm not so sure about my dad now. Dang it, I love your dad. Same situation here. My grandfather should be able to make it, no problem, but my mother... My only family member who'll be visiting is my younger brother. Yeah, only my sister will be coming, so nothing to worry about there. Eustace and Lara, you've both got family coming too, right? Right, but considering my father's current position, whether he makes it or not depends more or less on chance and circumstance. I think it depends more on Olivert's whims than anything else. I can't really hazard a guess as to whether my brother will be able to make it. Ordinarily, he has a reasonable degree of freedom, but with all that's been going on, he's been quite a busy man. You can save yourself some chronic hand-wringing. I've just been informed that all of them will be able to make it. Dang. Instructor? Is that true? Sure is. They all called the academy about it earlier today, in fact. The situation in Crossbell isn't so dire that it's going to have an immediate impact here in the Empire. So they've decided that the best thing to do is just attend as planned, to show everyone it's still business as usual. Well, that's certainly something. I'm actually a bit relieved to hear that. Anyway, never mind that. You've got your big day tomorrow, so I hope you're ready to tear it up on stage. The more they bring up the concert, the less likely I think it is that we're going to get to see the concert. Class 1's got that operetta they're doing, right? I snuck a peek at their rehearsal earlier, and the amount of effort they're putting into the whole production is almost scary. Wait. They're rehearsing today, too? Oh, so that's what Ferris meant when she said she was on a break or whatever. It looks like they went straight to the principal to ask for permission, and he made a special exception for them. I figured they'd just coast along on their family pedigrees, but they're putting their hearts and souls into this. Whatever you guys said, you must have really lit a fire under them. Well, Ferris and Patrick are two very competitive people, so I don't think it really took much. What should we do? Maybe we should have one more rehearsal, just in case? Nah, we put in plenty of time. We're as good as we're gonna be for this performance. Any more rehearsing would just be redundant. I suppose you're right. If we whip ourselves into a panic and just rehearse until we drop, we might actually be more likely to screw up. You make a good point. In lacrosse, getting good rest before a big match makes a huge difference. I guess it may be best to simply rest for tonight then. We'll need every bit of our strength tomorrow. Yeah, we've done all the work we can. I'm sure a good wind will blow on us. Gaius, every conversation. Why? I'm impressed. You guys are a lot calmer than I thought you'd be. And here I was, all ready to lecture you if you seriously suggested rehearsing at this time of night. Yeah, we would have interrupted her beer drinking time. Can't have that. Instructor. We wouldn't have even thought to do it if you hadn't come barging in here trying to scare us by telling us about Class 1. She's just sulking because she feels left out. That is a dirty lie, and you know it. Oh, the bell. Hey, what's that sound? Why are they ringing the bell this late? Hold up. It's not the school's bell. Can't remember ever hearing one like that around here before. Now that you mention it, it did sound different from the bell we normally hear. Wait. No, it couldn't be. This is like the bell we heard at Lohengrin Castle, isn't it? It is the same sound, I'm sure of it. It's impossible, and yet... What? What's going on, you guys? Lohengrin is that old castle in the Graham, isn't it? Yeah, the one you told us that ghost story about. It's fine, just ignore it. I'm sure it's just them ringing in last call for dinner. Yeah, that's definitely it. We're definitely not all about to die. It's fine. Everything's fine. Sleep it off. Seems like things just took a turn for the strange. And I have a feeling I know where this lonesome bell is tolling from. Come with me if you're curious. To the old schoolhouse. Yeah, I didn't figure it'd be the main building's bell. Wait, that would mean... And it's all lit up, welcoming us. How considerate. I knew it. Let's go take a closer look. Oh, y'all came? Oh, you were still practicing, dang. What's going on? Where are they off to at this hour? And where is that bell tolling coming from? Please don't follow us. I don't want to be responsible for your lives. No escort mission, please. Thank you.
What is this?
Seems like there's some kind of force field. No idea what's powering it, though.
Oh my! There's something very strange about this. Very strange indeed.
Why is Thomas here, of all people?
This academy may have been founded by Emperor Dreikels, but this particular building dates back long before even his time, I believe.
Principal Van Dyke, what are you all doing here?
Rean?
Ah, and Sarah's with you too!
So,
you've come.
What's going on here?
Of course he's excited to see Sarah. His good pal Sarah. Best friend even.
I'm sure you heard the tolling of the bell earlier. Apparently, as soon as that started, this barrier appeared. We've had several students testify that was the case, at any rate.
Looks like it's covering the entire building.
He's the history teacher. He's got to drop that one line of history lore. That is probably why they chose Thomas. That makes sense, actually.
I tried the direct approach and hit it with a hammer, but it just absorbed the impact. Wow.
So it's some sort of field that negates any physical force applied to it?
We've known from the beginning that this building was one big mystery, but it seems we didn't realize just how big.
Want me to call out Lammy and have him smash through?
I hope our costumes and instruments aren't still in there.
Don't bother. It'd just be a repeat of what happened in Lohengrin Castle.
Yeah, nothing we tried could even scratch that barrier. And this one seems a lot like it.
Gather the staff for an emergency meeting. I'm afraid we'll have to prepare for the worst.
Yes, sir.
I suppose we have no other recourse at this point.
Toa, going forward, let's assume that the second day of the festival and all related events will need to be cancelled. George, I'd like you to gather your equipment and keep a close watch on this area.
Yes, sir.
Understood.
No, I need to see this concert. Don't you take this from me, Principal.
Wait! Are you really going to cancel the festival?
Under these circumstances, there's not much else we can do.
Do you think no one's going to question the giant glowing building, Gaius? That's a bit off-putting.
If the building is still like this tomorrow morning, there's no way we can let visitors onto the campus.
We have no idea what's happening in there either. The risk of danger is too great. It's possible we might need to evacuate the academy. Or even all of Trista.
No way. Damn it. Is that our only option?
I guess from a risk management point of view, that's the only sensible course of action, but...
Flashback time.
Over the past month, we've poured everything we have into getting ready for this festival. Maybe we wanted to prove we could put on just as good a show as the other classes. Maybe we wanted to impress our families. Maybe it's just that being with friends and working to make something great is its own reward.
Reen. Yeah.
That's all just secondary right now.
Why are you giving this speech with your eyes closed?
What's really important is our chance to leave a legacy here. To do something new classes might look at and aspire to.
How dare they threaten our concert? Exactly, that's the only thing I want at this point.
Winning or losing, that doesn't really matter in the end. And it doesn't ultimately matter whether our show is a smash hit or totally tanks. Because what we worked for isn't fame or bragging rights. We worked to put on the best damn festival we could. So all I'm asking for is a chance to see that through. That's not too much to ask, is it?
The time is now for a cheesy Irene speech, and I like that the bell is like tolling in the background to each of his sentences.
Oh.
He's right, you know?
I'm with Reen on this too.
Perhaps the best we can put forth will amount to nothing in the end.
But even if it does, as long as we have a chance to do something about it, we won't just take this lying down.
Yeah, we spent way too long practicing to just throw it all away.
Besides, it'd be super lame if we missed a chance to strut our stuff!
Since the beginning of the year, it's been our class's responsibility to investigate the old schoolhouse.
That's right. And it just so happens that we haven't made our monthly visit yet.
Maybe the building is mad that we didn't visit it.
You guys are actually serious.
Sure looks that way.
Man, hearing you guys so fired up brings a little tear to my eye.
Well, I certainly admire your spirit, but spirit alone won't be enough to get you past this barrier.
Maybe the building loves us more than you, and we can just walk right through. The building, however, apparently has a grudge against George. Sorry, George.
Oh, Reen, what's that light?
Huh? What is this?
It's coming from your Arcus pouch.
Yeah, but why?
Our Arcus fits in that little pouch? Okay.
It looks like the quartz is shining. What?
What's happening?
Now all of our Arcus units are glowing.
This kind of reminds me of how transformations happen in Sailor Moon, not gonna lie. We should all have our magical girl transformation now.
What's going on?
I doubt it's mere coincidence that this light is the same hue as the barrier.
You know, this actually reminds me of our very first day in the old schoolhouse.
Indeed. We were all connected together through our Arcus combat links.
It does seem similar.
Mine's doing it too.
Ooh, this is so neato!
You can't leave us, Crow. Part of the ship, part of the crew. The time has come. Oh. I wasn't expecting it to talk.
Now reveal.
Reen? Reen!
Your pocket is glowing again.
Are you okay?
It almost looks like he's causing a sympathetic resonance with the field.
Yeah, that's the feeling I'm getting. It's an invitation. Like I and the rest of Class 7 are being called in.
I don't know what to say.
Well, you can just send us on our way, because we're going into the building.
I'm sorry, sir. I guess they ended up taking after their teacher a little too much.
Then you've been a fine instructor. I stand impressed with your students. Besides, making the choices that define you is part of growing up. It's currently 1940 hours. I'll permit you until 00 hours to conduct your investigation. Any later, and you won't get enough sleep to put on a rousing concert after all.
Sir.
Then we can...
You deserve the chance to earn that legacy you were talking about. To leave a light for those who'll come after. Go on. I'm not gonna chide you for being rash. Not this time, anyway.
I don't need to leave a light. The building is doing that for me.
And may the goddess guide your steps. Don't forget, too, that discretion is the better part of valor. Retreating isn't always a cowardly option.
Instructor Sarah? Instructor Thomas?
Thomas, you think I'm gonna walk into this glowing building that won't let anyone else enter it, and it's gonna let me walk out? I don't think so.
Right.
Understood.
Be careful in there, everyone! We'll do whatever we can out here to back you up.
I'll leave the engineering building open for the night, so come on over if you need to use the facilities there. I'll go ask the shops in the cafeteria to keep the lights on for you, too.
Thank you. All of you.
We're counting on you.
All right, let's go.
Oh, I can buy stuff. Sorry, Sarah, you're too old. Mead. What does this building have against Sarah?